Hello, mini makers. Today we're going to be making a gas pump for a sci-fi colony. We're going to be using like a regular gas pump installation. So we're just going to start off with that general shape. Two rectangles off each other. So I'm going to bring in some scale. .32mm, a gas pump slightly either the same size or okay, there it is. So let's see how big. We want to make it some type of line of sight blocker, so we're just gonna make it a little bit taller. Like that. Okay. Well, maybe probably slightly lower. There. Okay, and we're gonna make it thinner. Then we're going to add an edge loop, Control R, and we are going to slightly that. We're just gonna scale it. Gonna split it, scale it in the X. That. Lower in the X and Y. Down a little bit to there. Okay. So now I'm gonna just add a block here. So I'm gonna go into the hard ops box cutter, and I'm gonna just add a square here, put in the middle, and my blender just flashed. That's okay, we'll just get it back up. That's why you want to save constantly. See if we can get it up. This happens not too often, but happens sometimes. So we just want to constantly save. I'm just going to take a little bit of time to, okay, here we go. There we go. We'll just start off from the beginning again. Remember to save more often. It was something around 40. 30. But like 40. 40. Like that. Then we're just gonna add an edge loop again, slightly to the top, E, get on the X. Okay, so this is our gas. Probably gonna make it slightly thinner too. Something like that. This is the general shape. Okay. Okay, that's more of a gas pump shape that we're looking at. So now we're just gonna add this box in the middle. I'm probably gonna make it so that it mirrors to the center here. And then we're going to scale it slightly. And we're probably going to just bevel this face a little bit. Slightly like that. And then we're just gonna mirror this. Toss it back like that. So click on the box here, shift click on the gas pump, Alt X, mirror it. There you go. Bigger there. Okay. Now we have that. We can then put in where we're gonna have our I guess gas places. I'm just gonna cut out something here. Slightly. And then we're going to take that cutter here. Then we're gonna overlay it. And then we're going to add another overlay modifier in the D, right, Y, that. It all slightly bigger. That. And then we're just gonna bevel the back side of this. There. Yeah, gonna do that. Okay, that's better. Gonna add some color so we know what we're working with in general. Okay, so probably gonna make it like a dark clay-ish. This is mirrored on both sides. Do the same thing on both sides. And then we'll give this a... Okay, there we go. So now we are probably just gonna add some little features. Probably gonna make this narrower, put over slightly. We're just gonna add some things to give this a little bit more interesting shape. I'm also looking at some concept art from the Titanfall, the game. Serve as a little bit of what could look cool. I think I have a single bevel here. That. Both in there. And we're also probably going to take the top section here. I don't know where this has angle. No. We're going to take the cutter also. Okay. We're just going to take this top face here, inset it slightly. We're going to extrude it upwards. Then we're probably just going to go ahead and bevel this. Probably to there. And then we're just gonna add some notches in the top. And then we're probably just gonna overlay that. Like that. Or I think we'll just have the one, but make it a little bit wider. And then we're just gonna mirror this across there. And then we're gonna take these and we're gonna bevel them. Like that. And we're just gonna move them around. Yeah, I think we're just gonna up slightly. And then we're going to leave that like that. And we may bevel these edges later. We give the whole thing, bevel the whole thing slightly. I think what we could do, gonna mirror this across there, and then I think I'm just gonna maybe cut some space here. I'm just gonna put that here, and then just slightly like that. And then I'll take this and then I'm going to make this smaller. Take this cutter here, bevel this edge have here. Okay, so slightly more interesting shapes. Let's see if we can get something better than that. Here. Maybe. And then we're just gonna take these faces, delete them. And then go these and take this edge here and then bevel that. Bevel that edge. Okay, that's better. Actually, may just move this side over more. There we go. I'm just gonna take the bottom side, bottom piece. There we go. That looks okay for the top for now. Okay, so we have that, and we'll probably do the same to the bottom like we did to the top here. So just copy this, duplicate it, maybe almost completely mirror it. I think I'm also what I'm going to do is I'm just going to separate these, the bottom and the top, and then I'll union them together later. Just filling in these faces. Sense? Okay, so now we're going to pull this up here. And then we're going to boom, difference these two. Probably going to do it all the way over. That looks interesting. Okay, so we're starting to get some more interesting shapes. Let me see if I may just apply this and then bevel it and then add some more stuff. Maybe I can macro. Where is it? I think it may be under mesh tools, face extract. Take this face. And then I don't think it's face extract. I think I just want to what if I just add a bevel? No, so I was messing up. Okay. So what I think I'll do is I will just convert that to a mesh and then just take these faces here on both sides and then just first convert scale and just bevel them slightly like that. If I bevel them more like that, and I'll do the same thing here later. And then take all these cutters here and just shade them all flat. I don't like that smooth look. Okay, so I'm making a little bit of progress with this gas thing. So now, since it's near future, we're just gonna add a little bit more interesting shapes. So we're probably gonna add some more booleans. One like here. And then we're just gonna merge by distance there. Okay. Then we're gonna move these down. Like that. we just may just this. Bit forward slightly. We apply the mirror. Okay, that's one little cutaway inside here. Then maybe we can add something, these. For the gas pump handles. Also adds a little bit more interesting shapes. Probably go ahead and take this bit all the way in the X to there. I also may just split this like that. Add one here. This into the X. Move these into the X here. Like that. Something like that. That works, I think. And we're already starting to kind of get there. I just top part a little bit thinner here. Okay, so right now that's fine. We're probably gonna add some bevels in some areas on this particularly. This probably, so we'll just do that. Okay, I'm just gonna apply just the Boolean part. Gonna bevel this. Some of these in it not beveling. Oop. We're gonna merge by distance some of these. We're gonna find out why it is not beveling. This light here. Stuck one of these. Somewhere there's an overlapping of vertices. I think it may be down here. Merge these two. These two. Okay. That should probably move it. Okay, here we go. Still giving some issues. Fine. Probably this right here. Build more. There we go. Okay, that works. So now what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna work on the handle nozzle. So let me look up some gas station gas pump handles. Gas pump nozzle. They don't really seem to change that much. See how SciFi ones look. They're all pretty much the same. They don't change. Okay. So it looks like we just have a tube. Yeah, just do that. I'll just do a tube. That. Move it out here. This. Inset it slightly. Gonna be your handle. And then here it's just gonna be the tube. I can just do a spin here. So spin tool. Just to step 6. And then maybe move up over. Something like that. And then we're probably going to, at each of these ones here, we'll probably just bevel these, and then E and Alt S, or just then we're going to subdivide everything. Looks a little bit more like future. Okay, and then this is going to be a nozzle. Goes in here. Kind of want to make it smooth. I take this and make it a little bit smaller. Make it feel a little bit more sci-fi, make it smoother. Something like that. These. This. And then as far as a trigger mechanism is concerned, we can either add a small one, a cube, so dividing this. Then down here, also inset face slightly. Finger. If I collab this, rotate it. Yes. Plus it. Go that way. Well, okay, I think that we got it. Something like that. Work. I'm just going to copy this X location. Okay, so this is our sci-fi gas thing. Pump handle. Just going to put a place for it to less. It's going to probably last here. Set this face here. Then we can just move all of these faces. Rotate them slightly, move it forward. And then this is going to hang on something like this. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, like that. There. Then we can probably take this. Take these, bridge these faces. Fill these. That, and then that. Add a loop cut in the middle. Take these. Move them down slightly. There-ish. Bevel all these faces. Just the outside faces then. Confirm scale. Go that slightly, and then we're probably just gonna put cut down the middle here. I like how that shape just came out by itself. Double this middle portion. That. Gonna extrude these out. And then is it? I really never how to extrude to a location. And that's gonna hold it in place. Figure out how to make that look a little bit better. These. Move them in Y. Mirror this. I can only have to go with one side. Okay. Now I'm just gonna make this, be holding this up somehow. I guess we could either hook it around or cases. Do one of those. Something like that. Something like that, but not that. Oh, I guess it could be that. I'm over. Maybe bevel this. Merge these. Merge this. By distance. Excuse me. Excuse me. Then merge the bevel this. Maybe. I'm not liking how that looks at all. I think I just may go with not having this here at all. Have this to hold it up. Or something come from under here and hold it. I guess would be a half torus. We're just gonna go torus here. Put it in half. Fill those. Like that. So that here. Subdivide it. Like that. And then just make something here come out and connect. Something like this. This could work. This unions to this. I'm just gonna put this on the same thing. I'm gonna just move on some vertices here. This. And then maybe just move that over to the other one. I turn snapping on. So I'm just gonna snap some of these to where I think they would work with the best. There. Then just the same thing at the bottom. Here. Okay. And now we have we can merge and union these together, and then that'll look fine, I think. Make this nozzle silverish. White, but that color. And we'll make that. Then we're just gonna mirror this, gloss there. We're gonna mirror this, these two, a gloss. Gonna add another mirror, cube, and do this torus. Here, there we go. Now we have okay, looking kind of close to something. Probably just gonna give it this. Probably going to go ahead and take these. And just add some edge loops there. That there. There we go. Okay, that's looking better. And I think we can probably just add a couple little more design. Maybe something here. I'm gonna see if I can inset something. Here, inset. Okay, so I have insetted something there. I always struggle with using inset so much. Okay, perfect. Now that worked out. That worked out amazing. Okay, I think and then I have to mess with the cutter itself. Gotcha. And then I just do the overlay modifier in the Y. Hide that. And then we just need pretty close. We're just probably gonna add some more stuff here in this middle portion. This cutter 4. Probably just make it a little bit deeper. And then I'm gonna bevel this, bevel these, bevel some of this other stuff. I may actually leave that the way it is. So we're just gonna take our cube. Nope. We're just gonna add some stuff here. And then we're going to just overlay those. We're gonna apply this away, and we're just gonna delete these two. We're gonna take these, move them up slightly. There. You're working on both sides. And then we're just gonna bevel those. Right, bevel the back faces. See if that looks okay. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, yeah, I think that this looks pretty good as a... I think you could add just some couple more little insets, really small detail lines like here. Probably add a couple more. Add some really tiny ones here. And then just take those and then just overlay them. That. And then I'll add one of these just on one side. the same kind of thing. 270 like that. Make it wider. Like that. Just add a little bit more of an asymmetrical feel. Just make this face into slightly more. That. Then maybe we can bevel this face again. Nah. Leave it like that. And then on this, we can also add just a couple more little features. And we just those, convert this, and then we just take these and then bevel them. Slightly works. It's only being beveled slightly because it's flushing up against something. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to apply the scale and then bevel. Then just take these spaces, kind of move them towards me a little bit. There we go. And then of course you could go in and add a couple more little details you want, like just some more notches in random places. A notch here. Probably do go ahead and add plant the whole thing. Add a notch here. Look at that. No. Notch there, and just delay this. And then I think I'm liking how it looks now. And this is just a giant RF, but it's an RFID meter, so there's no need for coins or anything. But yeah, I'm liking how it looks. Maybe the top could use a little bit of work, but I actually do like this a lot. Yeah, so I think that's something I'm gonna call it today on the gas pump light there. If you have any ideas for something you'd like to see in the future, you can make it sci-fi, make it anything else. I like doing a lot of different types of styles, so it doesn't have to be sci-fi or anything else. Let me know in the comments. And I'll see if I can get to it. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video get made. And if you have any ideas, let me know. Hope you learned something. And if not, if you're not trying to learn anything, just trying to enjoy watching it.